You got to fall in love with boring. Boom! I just heard that, and I didn't hear that on a motivational channel. I heard it on a sports channel. There's a guy who played for the Denver Broncos, won 3 championships, and he's on the Dan Patrick Show. His name is Mark Schlereth, and he said that. I'm like, oh my God, you got to fall in love with boring to be successful in the NFL and in sales, in building your own business, in your career. You got to fall in love with boring, because those are the little basic fundamental things that get you to the top. Like he was talking about Tom Brady, one of the greatest ever, right? And he asked the coach about Tom Brady, and he said, what is the number one thing that stands, what is one of the number one things that stands out to you about Tom Brady and why he's so successful? And he says, he does the little things. He doesn't get bored. And he was talking about throwing a little short pass. Because, in football, they don't want to get sacked. They don't want to go for big losses. But a lot of quarterbacks will try to scramble when the play breaks down, the original play that's called breaks down. Instead of throwing the ball away or throwing the little short pass, like the second or third option, they try to go for the big play and scramble around. They get sacked. They get hurt. They get taken back for a big loss. But not Tom Brady. He never gets bored throwing that little short pass, doing the fundamental boring play over and over and over again. And he won, 6 Super Bowls over like 20 years, which nobody's really done that. So that was like, wow, that's mind-blowing. But I thought we can take that and apply it to a lot of other things. Like we're trying to be salespeople. We're trying to have a TikTok shop. Basically, we're trying to do something out of the ordinary, extraordinary, against the grain, swim upstream. And people fail at those kind of things because they're looking for the big home run, the big sale, the big, like say you're trying to build network marketing, you're trying to build that, sponsor that big builder. That's great. Trust me, I've made money in network marketing. I've made comma checks. And the reason I did that was because I had some big hitters that were actually better than me. But a lot of those people that I had on my team, I didn't personally sponsor them. Somebody else did. But I wouldn't have had the person in between, like the person that I sponsored, I wouldn't have had them if I had not done the boring things, the making new contacts, the messaging people, the following up, the boring stuff. If I wouldn't have done those things, I wouldn't have had the big players. So you got to get good at doing those boring things and do them over and over again. And they will lead. There's like the small steps that lead to the bigger steps that you're looking for. So I just had to share that. It's an amazing thing.